Good morning. Well, it's noon as it always is. I keep forgetting. I'm so used to doing in the morning. So, anyway, I will wait until things get rolling here. And as you can see, I'm feeling a lot better than I did yesterday. Ooh, yesterday was not a good day. Not a good day. So, we'll wait. There it goes. It takes about 40 seconds for it to come through. Yes, Ruthie. She's looking at the birdies again. Hello. Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Who's there? Hi, Donna. How are you doing, sweetie? So, we are in a winter storm warning now. Yesterday it was warm. It ended up being plus 3 degrees. Hi, Christina. How are you doing, sweetie? Are we on for later? Yeah, anyway, yeah, we're in a, yesterday was plus 3. A lot of snow melted. Now we're in a winter storm warning again. So, yeah. So we'll wait for some more people to come on, and then I will start the whip parade. This will be number 3. But it's also it's going to be a whip kit finished parade. Hi, Lynette. How's everybody doing today? It's snowing here, and it's supposed to get quite heavy. Okay, I'll call you after, and we'll see where we go. So, but anyway, yeah, poor Christina, she lost her father. Well, didn't lose him. I don't like that term, lost, because you don't lose them. You know where they are, right? They're in heaven. So, it's just they're out of reach. Hi, Gigi. How are you doing? How's it down there in New Hampshire? Hi, Ladybug. Ladybug 24. I don't know what your name is. So, yeah, we'll just do Ladybug for now. We'll see how it goes. All righty. Let's see if we can get one more in here, and then I will start. No, 2 more, down to 8. So, but I'm just going to show you here. Doing while we're having snow flurries, yeah, Christina, it's tough when you lose one of your parents, and I believe not lose. Why do I keep saying lose? Because they're not lost. They're not lost. They've passed over. Right? They've passed over in that next dimension that is right next to us. This is where I'm at. So, hello, Greta. Gretel. Yes, doing good. Doing good. So, the words are almost done. I just have, that's the E right here. And the N and the U is going to go here. And then I've got to put this over here and then start filling it in. Now there is a border on this, but as you can see, I've run out of space. So I'm going to do something different. And of course, I have to do fill-ins in here, right? There's things here, right? So, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. We'll see if I can get going on it. Maybe get a little bit more done today. Praying so. Alrighty. So I think I'm going to do first my finish parade. Okay. These are all my finishes that are not really mounted, or, well, there's a couple there, yeah, but we'll see. Okay. So I did, if you remember, I did this one this year. These are the Oktoberfest gnomes. So I did them. That was a challenge. Oh my gosh. Come here. Grab my bin. Okay. This one I did back in 2020. I liked it. I saw it. I thought it was so cute. So I did this one. And see, that's the beauty of putting your initials and the date, because you know when that was. Then I believe last year I completed this one. Thank you, girl. So I did this one. These are the monthly barns from Stitching with the Housewives. So I have January done. I did this one this year. This was for Patriotic Challenge that I did in June. So I did this one. This one I did in 2020. This is another Stitching with the Housewives. Thank you, Ladybug. Right there. This was another Stitching with the Housewives I did in 2021. Flower Market. This is one I completed this year. And I have room for another one on the other side that I'm going to do. So this is Hive Rules. This is Primrose Cottage stitches. And I did that for a, I did that this year. Where did I put my, did I not? Oh, yes, I did. I couldn't even see it. Right here. 2024. So I had put all kinds of like bees on here, and there's another bee, and there, and there, and there. So, and I think over here I have Autumn Rules, so I'd like to do this one. It's, well, it depends on the fabric. If you have, like this one, look at how you can see through there. Okay? You can see the holes in there. There. You can see the holes in there. This one is not easy. This one, well, this one's a little bit more. Just a minute. See that? You can still see the holes in there. And the cat hair. it depends. Like if you go into the like Monaco and linen and things like that, it's harder to see. Then this is the one of the ones that I had mounted. I did this in 2002. I do believe I have the rest of them. And this is what you do here. You lace it. So that's what I did. Over time it comes loose, but it's still nice and tight here. You know. So that's those monthly banners, I think is what they're called. Last year, I finished up Angel of Winter. I'd like to get it framed. So I did that one. And this is another Stitching with the Housewives. Honeybee Lane. See, like even this is double. You can see the holes through there, right? So like you can see my hand through there. This is single. And of course, like you can see. I would recommend that you start off with something small. And this one I also put honeybees in there. So, as you can tell, I do like stitching with the Housewives. Then I did this one. This is another one of theirs. I did that this year. So I did that one. These stitch up so fast. And I changed some of the colors, and I changed it because it was supposed to have football in here somewhere. I think this one was supposed to be football. And I put harvest. Because I'm not a football person. No. This is another one that I completed this year. So I did that one. And those of you who watched my video saw the progress on it. And did I put anything? I just put a few beads in here. That was about it. Nothing. Beads and like beads and for the eyes of the cats. So I did that. I did this one, which is a soda stitch. I did this in this year too. That's a soda stitch. And as you can see here, I put a snowflake and beads up here and snowflake beads all over. This is another one of these banners. And no, I didn't get October finished, and I got to do it. So this is September. So I did that. This is one I think I did last year. No, I finished it this year. This is my Firebird. And I basically changed all the colors in it. All the colors. Like here I did variegated. There I did variegated. And I did some other variegations in this. This was nice. I enjoyed this one. This one didn't take that long, really. Don't ask me why I do certain ones, and I don't know. I can't answer that. This was April. This was from, what is it, 1999. So these are some oldies. Lot of backstitching in these. This is one I finished. This is a stitching with the housewives. And I did it as a round finish on a round board. There. So I did this one. And this was done last year. I did March Banner, 1998. That one. This one I did, I believe it was, yeah, last year. Remember this one? Yeah, I did that one. And as you can see, I like to embellish. So I put snowflakes here. I put a star here. There's a snowflake. There's a snowflake. I put, instead of sewing, I just put these big beads in there. Another snowflake. I put beads for their eyes. Like that, more snowflakes. This is when I first used a toile, the white, and I put it wherever it was here for snow, like here on the roof, and that to give it a bit of a sparkle. Up here, here, here on the snow. So, yeah. I did that one. And this is a Soda Stitch. Like I said, it's no rhyme or reason why I did this one in 2020. That's Stonehenge. Right there. I had that one. I liked it. I had done this one in 2021. This is a Shannon Christine. So I did that because I'm Canadian. So red and white. I did this one. And now they've got this out in 14 count. Hello, Exie. I've got this one. And this one was a Stony Creek. So I did that one. This is O Come All You Faithful. I did February. This is February Barn. So I got that done. So I've got 2 months done. Yeah. Turn that off. And then the last one I think I have here is this one. This is a Soda Stitch. So I got that one done. I still have 2 seasons to go. So I believe that is it. Yeah, that is it for my finishes that I've had over the last few years. Alrighty. Now, let's get into some kits again. And I don't know what is what. I just grabbed something. I have this one under the block. Yes, it does. This is a Soda Stitch. Never started it. I got this one, and I like that one. And this is a 14 count. That was part of the reason that attracted me. I think, yeah, this is an 11 count. I like this one. Now, Passion Ricamo have got another one out. She's done a beautiful design. There's no bird. She's got the silver hair, and it's white all in behind her, and yeah, very nice. I'd like to get that one. None of these are started. Oh, there's this one. I'm not sure I'm going to do this. I do like it. I do like it because I like historical, Tudor. Yeah, stitching on black is, you gotta get used to it. Yeah, she does. Very Tudorish. I like the Tudor time period. Turn on the flashlight on my tablet or phone. Place it behind the black just so you can see the holes better. Yes, that's right. Yeah. Okay. As we continue on. This is I can't remember exactly what it's called. Something of humility. Mother of humility. Virgin of humility. Something like that. This was a custom piece. And of course it was on an 11 count. Yeah. Then I have this one, which I really like, but it's on an 11 count. So, now I may pull the same ones out sometimes, but then this was another one that I liked, because I love the headpieces. I can't remember what they're called. But these are all on 11 count. These were custom. See if I can put that one back in there. Oh, this is another one. I got this one from VIP Cross Stitch on the 2nd of June of 2022. Is this one. But this is another one of those, it's DIY. I don't think it's going to turn out. Like that. I don't think it's going to turn out. There's, goodness gracious, there's only 23 colors in it. So this is going to stay out, and I'm going to de-kit it. I'm going to de-kit that. I got lots of nice threads. Yes, it does, Exie, you're right. Throw that over there. Then I had this. I don't know if they're out in 14 count, but I'd like to get it in 14 count. There's this one. The Forest Goddess. These I haven't started yet. This is a lavender and lace one. Found that out. I got this a long time ago. Hello, Helen. Nice to see you. So there's that one. They call her the young girl. But as you can see, I love the dress and everything else. But this, an 11 count. This is another 11 count. It's called Forever Love. So I like that. Yeah, it's based on Romeo and Juliet, I believe. Oh, I have this one. I don't believe I started this one. This is a no name. That one. I'm not sure how this is going to turn out. Though it does have a lot of colors. It has 34 colors. And of course, I won't be doing all that background. Yeah. Yeah, ah, thank you. See? But I wouldn't be doing the background. So it may turn out. I don't know where all the goes down here. Oh, don't want to lose them. Don't want to lose them. So there's that one. Let's see here. Oh yes, I was in a big. And I still like these ones. I still do. They're all the fairy tale, like those ones. I just love them. But they're 11 count. I didn't start this one. No, I didn't. 33 colors. But I like them. No, I didn't start it. I have a lot of these fairy tale or whatever you want to call them. I think last week I had the one, the apothecary or something like that. Something like that. Okay, go back in here then. Oops. I'm not sure about this one. This, I think this is an 11 count. Yeah, it's an 11 count. And this one is, oh yes, I thought this was cute. She was a little fairy. Or elf or something. I thought it was cute. I doubt I will ever do it. So that might be a gift away sometime down the road. So, yes. Then there was this one. Remember when these were all the rage? I like this. And this one, I believe, is on 18 count. I believe. Oh, it doesn't say, but I believe it's 18 count. Could be 16. Maybe it's 16 count. But I did start it down here. So I believe that's 939. Is that black? Yeah, it's black. I don't know when this was. I didn't even mark it down. So I have no idea. Don't know where I got it from, but yeah. Okay, so there's that one. That one back there. Okay. That one. These ones. Okay, this is another one that I like. And you'll see a theme with what I like. So I did that one. Not did it, but I have this one. This was a custom as well. And I don't know how many colors that is, but they color Christmas green. And there's no green in it. And I have one in a bag here. Oh yes, I liked this one. I just like the way that it looks. It's the color and the simplicity of it and everything. I never started this one, but this too is on an 11 count. So I may offer this one up as a gift away. And there for me. Let's see what this one. Oh, I found it. I'd like to get back to this one. This one is by Long Dog Samplers. This is Saga. And that's as far as I got on Saga. Yes, Christina, I know you're way ahead of me. Way ahead of me. I got into this and then I didn't like how, because I was using 3 colors and I was finding it hard to keep track of them. So I don't know if I'm going to do this entire row and continue this. And then after that, just go variegated. And the color I was using here is 4240. Let me see here if I can grab one. Oh yeah, and I used 121. Yeah, but I'm not even done. I'm not even done. My first page. Yeah, this is what it is. So I'm not sure. I may just go and do it variegated from now on. I don't know. But it's one I want to get back to. It's a biggie. And actually when you work with one color or one colored thread, it makes it so much easier. But that's on my, I don't know, did I put that here when I started? I started it on the 29th of July this year. I need to put more of those tags on here. Then, oh yes, this was Kingdom of Books. Now, I got this. I've since purchased it, the original. But I had bought a bunch of stuff from this one room. And I had so many problems with them. This did not even come with a key. Like there's no key with it. The pattern's here, but no key. So I never started, and I believe this is on 16 count. This is on 16 count. I'd still like to do it though. I don't think we have too many left. Oh yes, there's this. I didn't start this one, I did start the other one. Are these pin cushions? You know, with the numbers, or needle cushions. So then you have the numbers on your kit, so then you can put them correspondingly. You know, so from 1 to whatever, 22. You just put your needles in there when you're finished going. I got this the 21st of July this year from GBFKE. And this is what it looks like. It's quite big. And it came with the stuffing. But I think I would use different stuffing than this. But this is a nice, easy stitch to do. I worked on the other one during the summertime when I was over there at the yard sale. I was doing that. Okay, come on. There. But I do want to do this. Okay. Now, oh yes, I got this one. This is another one that was from years and years and years ago. I don't know, way back when they first came out. This is a lavender and lace. It says mother and daughter. But as you can see, I love the Victorian and the dresses and the head and all that. But I never started, and this is an 11 count. So that one might go. And, oh yes, I did start this one. I should get back to these. I don't know. I think I've got I think I've got them all. And these are by Country Cottage Needleworks. And that is the Nutcracker Village. I bought these from 123 Stitch. See? Nutcracker Village. And I don't know where it is here, but I think I might restart this and work this as one instead of separate. I don't know where I had started one, but I don't know where it is. Oh yes, and I had this one. This is another one which I wish would come out in 14. But I got it. I don't know who I got it by. No, I didn't mark it down. And that is like history of the Bible. Jonah and the whale. Jonah, who's up there. The ark. And Jesus, who is the light of the world. And all the animals and the Bible, of course. And here in the lion's den, Adam and Eve, the Last Supper. Yeah. I thought this one was so beautiful. I would like to do this, but I think I would like to do this on a 14. See? You know, like, I may end up doing it on a 11, but I do like it. I I do like it. So, I believe that is, I think, yep, that's it. That's it for what I've got. Now, stuff these in here because I don't want everything to get lost. Get down. So there was only one that I'm going to dekit. So, what do you think? I wasn't paying attention to really what you guys were writing. So what do you think? Don't everybody talk at once. Okay, now I gotta find my, where is it here? Oh, thank you, Exie. Are you talking about the finished ones or the ones that I've got as kits? Oh, thank you, Donna. The Tudor lady, the one with the things. Hi, Mandy. Ah, okay. Okay. That's good. That's good. So, next week, the live will be on Saturday. Okay? And I'll make sure I'll put reminders up, okay? On Saturday, not on Sunday, Saturday, because next Sunday, Father Paul is coming. So it's too much, it's too difficult for me after Mass is over to come home and try and get everything ready and do everything. Like, and then it goes on for so late, and it's just too much for me. So I decided that I was going to do it on those Sundays when Father Paul comes, that I would do the Saturday live. Okay. So next Saturday, yep, that's good. Yeah, it's just that's how I do it. So there's either 3 or 4 Sundays that I can do it, and one Sunday. There's one Sunday a month I can, unless it is that the weather is bad. Oh, thank you. Oh, 24 finishes and 23 kits. Thank you, Steph. Thank you very much, Steph. That's good to know. Because I don't remember. Okay. Now I'm going to be working on my note. I'm just going to show you all here the ones that came on a little later. This here is my Festivus for the Rest of Us, which is the December challenge. I am down here at the bottom. I'm just finishing up the E here and putting, yes, watch it from tomorrow. And then this is the word nut house. Okay. So I should be finished this part here tomorrow. And I have to put the word this here, and then there's fill-ins, things to add color in that, right? So, and I am going to put 2 Christmas trees here. I know I put that here. What do you think? Should I take this out? His fat white Marin. Should I take those Z's out? Or S's? They're S's, not Z's. They're S's. Or should I just leave them? Because I can put something in here too. So let me know what your thoughts are. But here go the Christmas trees, and then up here goes a snowflake, and I don't know what else I'm going to do, but this will be nice to get it done. And I because it was I know, but still, in a way, it's kind of good that I left that out because it's I can put embellishments there, right? Candlelight. Sorry, Gretel, I'm not sure what you mean by candlelight. So, but anyways, I'm just going to work here. I think I should be able to get this one. Leave it in. It's another name for donkey. Yes, remember? Like in the Bible, it had that Mary rode on the back of an ass. That turned the word ass into something negative. That seems to go on a lot. Looking for a cross stitch of a horse or horses. I want to make it for a friend. Does anyone have one that you are willing to sell? I agree with Exie and Helen. Okay, I'll leave that. But I am going to put the Christmas trees in and the snowflake in, and I'm going to do because that adds something to it, right? You know I like my embellishments. I like to put them in there. Now, did I finish this? No. I don't have anything. There is one that I have, which was a heaven and earth design. And I'm not sure if Christina wants it or not. Just a minute here. I believe, just a second, let me go and grab it, okay? Because it's right out here on the table. Just a minute. Oh. Now, I can't remember who was doing this. I'm not sure if it was Jen or was it somebody else was doing this one. But I've had this for a very, very, very long time, like 25 years or so. I'm never going to do it. And that is this one. Okay. And like I said, I had bought it a long, oh yeah, see, 2007. That's when it was. So, and it's printed off like that. So, I don't know if Christina wants it, because I offered it to her. So I don't know if she's interested in it. But if she's not interested in it, I will. This one has, okay, this one is 450 by 222. So on a 25 count. And it is 18 inches wide by 9 inches high. And I'm not sure how many colors, just a minute. It's clearly printed. This is when I had it colored printed, oh my gosh. There's 2.5 pages. Like 2 full pages, basically. Oh my gosh. Come on. And that much. They don't have it, page 1, okay. Doesn't say. It's called Night Moves. It doesn't say how many colors. Yeah, this was from 2007. No, it doesn't say how many colors. And there is Krynic in it. Okay. I got this. Also have a nice pattern that I put on Facebook. PDF was the woman who was embroidering. Image. Yes, I like that one. I like that one, Gretel. So, but I don't mind, no charge. I'll just send it to you. If you want something else with it, a kit or something like that, let me know, because I can do that. Now, I'm not mailing anything out, because I can't mail anything out. Because I gave it to you if you sent BP on Facebook. Yeah, I can't mail anything out because the strike continues. Absolutely. The strike continues, which is absolutely. And you know how I feel about it. Fire them all. Fire them all. That is what I would do. JT there is really like he's off his rocker. Yeah, so and I still have more kits. Okay. I still have more kits. And then of course I'm back into doing all the counted ones. So, and I have, I think it's 4 orders. Greta wants to know what your name is, Exie. Maybe you guys talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Just you contact Greta and work things out between you guys. I'm not in that. So. But yeah. I only have a few more stitches of this color and I'm done this color. Yeah. But yeah, I just love my I love my Tudor ladies. Absolutely, I do. I will see here, just a minute here. I will unplug you here, and I will just take you over here. Okay. Come with me. Come with me. Come with me. This is one that I did. This is a full coverage. It was on 11 count. I put a necklace here. These were from 2 broken earrings. So I did that one. There's Jonah. There's Jonah boy. There's my Jonah boy. Okay. Then I did this one. That's Angel of Love by Lavender and Lace. My husband framed that. One of the last pieces he ever framed for me. I did this one, Blue Nun, and I put a necklace here, and I put a rosary here, a broken rosary, and the necklace was broken. And there's Miss Ruthie. Okay, I'm going to see where I can find. I did this one. That's a cross-country stitching. I did that in 2005. I like those. I did this one. That was back in 2000. Yes, I think. I did that one. That is Enchanted Alphabet by Lavender and Lace. Let me take you over here. Oh, I hope my light. No. Goodness gracious. I know you're not going to be able to see well. There's my Celtic Noel. There is Celtic Spring by Lavender and Lace. That is a Joan Elliott design. I think Lady of Frost or something. And this one here, I did a couple of years ago in 2022. This is Celtic Autumn. And I changed all the colors to make it more autumn. Then, take you over here. This is Queen of Autumn, or Autumn Queen. And this is Winter Queen. So I did them. Oh, and then I did, just a minute here. I did this one too. This is a Leonardi. So I did that one. So those are the ones that I have done. I've done hundreds more that I gave away. Which one is lovely? Exie. You got to tell me because I don't know. I wasn't reading it. Oh, thank you, Helen. Yeah, it's those are the ones that I still have of mine. There are a whole bunch that I gave away. They were all gifts. I did Royal Holiday by Mirabilia. I finished that and it was in here, and Juliet, she just admired it so much, and I said, oh yes, she's very nice. She's a Arabian girl, I think. I just liked her because she had nothing, and she was sitting there on a street corner with everything in the bag beside her, and but she looks so lovely. She looks so at peace. So that's why I was attracted to her. As you can tell, I love ladies. And, but I've done so many, snow's coming down heavier. Um, it's, oh, I've done so many. I don't know. I never kept track. I never kept track. They were all just, I just did them and I gave them away. And I gotta get myself set up here again. Um, but there were so many of them. Like I did a lot of birth announcements for my grandchildren. I did wedding announcements. I did angels for my grandchildren, the first four. And I did for my boys. I did quite a few. I did there was one I did, it was from my big toe designs. And it was the books of the Bible. Yeah. I didn't choose the colors. I found it online. I found it online, the color conversion. Because when they first came out, and the autumn one was, I don't know, what was it? Blue and yellow and that kind of thing. That did not represent, us here for autumn. And so I always knew I had to change it. So I do believe I've done this color. Yes, slowly but surely you go through and that color is finished. Yes, yes, yes. One down. I don't know how many to go. But I've stitched for so many years, that I can't keep them all. And I gave ones to the priests and to the church, and every church that I went to, they all got something, and every priest got something, and that. And I did a big one, and it was Jesus. And there's one hanging, there's two over at the church here. There is the Blessed Mother and Jesus, and the Lord's Prayer is over at this church. I donate a lot. I do. So it's just something I've always done. Like, oh, come on. It's not about what you get, right? It's not about all the stuff that you can get. It's about giving what you have. And my legacy will live on in my cross stitch. Long after I'm gone and my boys are gone, and and everything, my cross stitch will still be there. Now, I just hope that it's not, and that was 34, that goes over here. I just hope it doesn't end up at somebody's, like it ends up at a garage sale or something, you know. Oh, thank you. It really is. It's, you give from yourself, right? And the one thing I can always do is I can give my stitching, right? So all these pieces here, after I'm gone, will all go to Juliet, and then she is going to she's gonna keep what she wants, and then I guess she's gonna find some people to give it to. So you may end up in a lottery to get one of my pieces. Uh, but yeah, no, it's a joy. I can't do them all. Like you see, I have cupboard full. What am I going to do with them? I love to stitch, so I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Okay, so 39 is green plus. Okay, now I can work on this one. 39. So, yeah. But really, it's not about getting, it's about giving. Gosh. And I've given so much, like I've donated so many of my cross stitch kits. I donate here to the, what do you call it? Creamery Days, and to, they're having the Christmas music evening this coming Friday, which means that um, half the money raised goes to the community center, and the other half comes here to the church. And we need it this year. We absolutely need it. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yes, Exie, you're right. Yes, he did like those pillowcases. And his anniversary, of course, is on the 12th. So Juliet was saying, I'd like to be a fly on the wall there when she opens them. So it's very nice. Very, I was pleased with them, and I did tell him that just like marriage is never straight, right? Never perfect. Never like it goes this way and like you're all even and all that kind of stuff. It's not 50-50. Sometimes, one takes a little bit more and the other one has to give. So you're always moving like that. So I said, just like marriage isn't perfect, my pillowcases aren't perfect. So he was very happy with that. So I'm glad. I'm glad I made him happy. And it really was. It was a challenge, and oops, um, something I'd never done before was stitching on silk like that. But then, you know what? I got to thinking. I had those 4 pieces of linen that I had bought. Somebody wanted me to get them to see if they would be suitable for cross stitch, and they weren't. But I'm kind of thinking maybe what I can do, I can buy some more of that dissolvable canvas, and I can put designs on them, put a cross stitch on them. I think that would be pretty good. So I may do that. After church, I went and I put out, I had old bread here, like not moldy, just old dry bread. It was old pita bread. So I put it all out there and I threw it around and all that kind of stuff. So now the magpies and the bluebirds, not bluebirds, blue jays have been coming to get it. So that's good. They can take it away. They can take it away. So on Wednesday, Juliet and I think it's just going to be the two of us, not John. Um, like here that if you're 65 and over, you get free dental care. And John didn't get his card before the postal strike. But Juliet and I, we got ours. So we're, John's figuring that he's just not going to go. And he'll wait until the postal strike is finished and then he can get his card. And so we'll go and go in on Wednesday. And so we're leaving here about 9 o'clock, depending on the weather. It's supposed to be cold that day. And, but I'm going to be able to stop at Michael's and see what there is. Because I know I'm going to need a little bit more A12. And that, and just, yeah. Just see. So, but otherwise I'm going to be home. And so we're going to go to the dentist first, then to Michael's, I believe, then over to St. Vital Center, and we're going to have lunch. I'm going to have Tim Hortons. I'm going to have my wrap. And then we're going to Dollarama in there, and then to Walmart, and then we're coming home. So, yeah. I said, I don't want to go to Costco's. I've got enough here. I don't need anything right now. Maybe we can go in January. Oh. Mm-mm. So, anyways, so that's about it. Nothing too exciting. I am still waiting on my fabric from 123 Stitch. I don't know where it is. It did pass through customs though. I have 2 orders from Temu. I believe they got through customs, but they're in some warehouse somewhere. I don't know. Then there was an order I placed with Amazon, but because they have not shipped, I have to look, but I don't think I was charged for it. And now I have to wait for my new credit card to come in. because the one that I've got has been canceled, and they're getting one couriered to me. So it'll be here this coming week. But in the meantime, I can't get anything. In a way, it's kind of good because then I'm not buying anything. But yeah. So yeah. So hopefully it gets here Monday or Tuesday, probably Tuesday, I would imagine. Maybe. But we're going to the city, so it's going to be left outside. Because you can't put it between my two doors because I don't have two doors in the back. So I'll put a cardboard box out there. Boy, is it snowing. Yes, they should be. Absolutely. Absolutely, Helen. Absolutely. So many people. Just take my debit and credit cards away and I'll be good. Well, the debit card, no. Because for me here, it's harder to get to places that it's not like I can just hop in Susie and go up the road there and there's a whole bunch of stores. Mm-mm. I have to wait until I go to Winnipeg. Like I did get groceries the other day, so I'm okay. But we are going to go to Walmart. I'm looking for something to put around this. Or to find a board or something to put that on, or a frame. I don't know if I want to go frame, but a board I might. Because it's easier to have one frame and many cross stitches, right? So that I can change them in there. So now I just don't have the room for all that kind of stuff. No. I gotta leave room for my gnomies. I don't know if you've all seen. That's my Christmas tree. Filled with gnomes. And other stuffies. I got little stuffies in there. So, like the winter one, after Christmas, I can leave the winter ones up. And in January, I'll take down all the Christmas ones. And then before February arrives, I will start putting up. Well, I've got a lot of pink ones, so I'm gonna. And I do think I have some red one or two. So. Yeah. But otherwise, that's it. I was so tired yesterday. I had a nap. I slept for almost an hour and a half after I did my video yesterday morning. I got into bed and I just, within a couple of minutes, I was gone. So I was happy about that. I think I think it was anywhere between an hour and an hour and a half. It was 11:30 when I got up. So yeah. So are you all working on Festivus for the rest of us? Are you getting some of your stuff together for January's oldies but goodies? And starting on the 1st of January, I will be doing no, not a focus piece, a designer focus. You do not have to participate. You don't have to do anything like. I am just making it that January for me will be. Just a minute. Excuse me. That I will be. The designer focus is Heaven and Earth Designs. Okay. And it falls in right away with oldies but goodies because I'm going to be working on. Let me see here. I'll get it. I will get it up for you. Just a minute. Okay, let me see. I gotta go here. Alrighty, now where is it? Here. Yes. No, that's not what I want to do. Back. Okay, this way. And you mock up. This is, sorry for the glare. That's what I'm going to be doing. So, to me, that's oldies. There's old books and everything. It reminds me of when I was young. I know you've all heard this. That I loved going to the library, and I loved sitting there amongst all the books. And the library was a safe space for me. Unfortunately, that once they were ready to close, especially on a Saturday, they didn't stay open very long. That I had to leave and I had to go home. And I just loved going to the library. And I looked at the books and was just enchanted by them and believed that if I could open a book, it would just take me away somewhere else. You know, I didn't have to live my existence, that I could find joy elsewhere. And so that's what I did. Every time I could go, I went. Even in the school library, I would be there. So yeah. Not getting much stitching done. Someone is usually needing me to diamond paint something or drive somewhere. Oops. It makes my nerves on edge. Ah, yeah. I'm kind of blessed here. I have nobody who, well, I have Jonah and Ruthie, but I don't have anybody demanding of me, come here, come there, drive me here, drive me there. I wouldn't be able to anyways because Susie her block heater has to be plugged in. And the trickle charger is, but not the block heater. Mind you, it wasn't that cold yesterday, but it is getting colder. And the wind has picked up. So like I said there for the um for January, you don't have to do the designer focus. I'm just talking about it because that's what I'm going to be working. Hopefully, if my fabric arrives, I ordered a 16 count gridded. Oh, I was going to ask you guys. I asked yesterday. Does anybody know that has Pattern Keeper how to go about getting the update? And I don't know, like, what do you do with your charts? What do you do? Like, I don't think I have anything that's really been worked on that I would have to worry about. Not yet, anyways. So how do I do the update? Okay. Okay, if you don't have Pattern Keeper, that's okay. I like it. I really like it. And it's good that they've got an update for fractional stitches. Okay. Thank you. I think just a minute here. Oh, yeah, I gotta do this. This plug this. Gotta plug in here. Oh. Well, I'm gonna put this over here because I can't put it here right now. So, oh, you used Markup RXP. I like Pattern Keeper. Markup there, it is that you have to keep paying every year for it. And with Pattern Keeper, it's a one time. Now they both have their advantages and disadvantages. Okay. There's not a lot of patterns that there are patterns that will go into Pattern Keeper. The ones that don't go in, they had a whole list of the ones that will not, or the ones that do go in. But the ones that don't go in are like Primrose Cottage, Stitching with the Housewives. Hades go in. Gosh. Cross Stitch for Everyone, or whatever. There's a whole bunch of them there that are full coverage. Pain Free Crafts will go in. But there are ones that do not. But they've got this update so that fractional stitches can go in. So then that means a whole whack of other patterns can go in now. I just don't know how to do it. Remember when I was knitting? And I gave that up. And the thing is that I can, something has to give in all of this, right? And I enjoy my stitching too much because as soon as I get away from it, PK, it can be used on a lap tie blade. Yes, it can. Yeah, I tried it on mine. No, my ThinkPad. No, because that's why I got my ThinkPad. And but it wouldn't work in there. So because it had Windows 11 and PK does not work with Windows or iOS. I'm not either. I'm not either. I just there is something on YouTube moving progress on pattern. When you see that, you know what to do. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to do that. I was just hoping that somebody would be able to tell me. Now, I may be talking with Carol afterwards, and Carol is really good. She knows how to do it. And she has a lot underway. I don't have a lot that's whips. There is my Christmas rant, but excuse me. And, but that's easy. Even if I lose all my progress, I know where I am, so I'm not worried. And I mark it down every day, so I'm okay. Yeah. Boy, what a difference from yesterday. But it was nice at least that a lot of the snow melted. So, and I'm glad I went out there to feed the birdies. They threw so much, well, maybe it was the wind that took so much of the birdseed out. So, but that's okay for the bottom feeders. Oh, the Blue Jays are fighting over the bread. There's enough bread down there. They don't need to be fighting each other. At least then they'll stay away from the bird feeder itself. That one and that one. I got that. So I'm really enjoying stitching in my Nurges hoops, whatever you want to call them. Frames. I don't know, whatever else. So I am looking forward to being able to start their treasure hunt. The quick stitch, not a quick stitch. And so that's going to be nice. I'm looking forward to the detail. because when I was working on the mini, I felt there was going to be a lot of the detail missing. And actually, I'm kind of happy there that they're only focusing on her and just that one panel down. Because that's what I liked about it. So we shall see what happens. Get in there. So, has anybody got plans for Christmas? Are you going somewhere? Are you having family come home? Um, you going to neighbors? I don't have to worry because I have nobody. So on Christmas Eve, we have our Mass here. I think, I'm not quite sure, 6 to 7. Father Paul is so busy. He's got Mass in every church for that. And then he has to do midnight Mass back down in St. Laurent. Quietly and alone. Okay. Well, just know I'm going to be doing a video. I'm doing one on Christmas Eve. I'm doing one on Christmas Day. Doing one on Boxing Day. Doing one on New Year's Eve and New Year's Day. Okay? And whenever you watch them, why does that light? That's kind of bugging me. I don't know if you noticed yet. Yeah, so we'll have Mass here. And then from here, I'm trying to think. I think after this one, I'm not sure what he does. I know he goes over to Lake Man and does theirs for 5 o'clock, 4:30, 5 o'clock. We're going for a walk on the beach and then stay home with my man. Family coming over for dinner and Christmas cheer. Oh, nice. Nice for both of you. I'm alone. So for me, it is just going to be watching TV and stitching. And that's what I do. My granddaughters will be here Christmas Eve to learn how to bake sticky gingerbread cake. Then I'll be at my son's on Christmas Day. Oh, nice. Very nice. That's so beautiful. Yeah, I don't know if I'll watch Christmas movies. I may just listen to an audiobook. I don't know. Exie, were you wanting this? Just let me know if you want this. I don't know if it's what you want or not. I don't usually do horses. I've only stitched one horse in my life. And that was for Lyle's brother and his wife. Because they're very much into horses. So, yeah. I always pray that my youngest son there, he won't be home. They're down in Arizona or wherever. They don't come back until April, I think. Something like that. And because they both can work remotely, so that's why they do that. And my oldest son, he can't see beyond the end of his nose. And my grandkids, well, that's a whole other story. It is going to be, I don't think, it'll be nice if I see them, but I don't think I'll ever see them. Not a long way. Why are there, watching you gives us joy. What? That nice talking to you. Okay. Oh, that's good. That's good. I'm glad that you enjoy it. I'm really glad. And Gretel, I hope that you tell your friends to join up on, like, become subscribers of my channel. I don't know. I have been sitting $8.94, $8.95 for at least 6 weeks. It has not moved beyond $8.95. I have no idea why. Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it. I think there was one time when it had gone on for quite a while where it was just, it wouldn't budge. It would go down a little bit and then come back up, but it wouldn't go beyond. I hope it is resolved soon with your sons and grandchildren. It's for you. Ah, well, that's the way life is, right? The only thing I can really kind of, and I kind of hope it will be, is that once I'm not here anymore, they are going to be dealing with a lot of grief and anger and shoulda, woulda, couldas. Should have gone to see her, should have phoned her, should have talked to her, right? Yeah. I know, I did the same thing after my mother passed away. I was so happy that we had reconciled. We had reconciled, and then I believe in 2005 we did. And then in 2008 she passed away. So my father, did I shed a tear for him? Yeah. Did I say a prayer for him? Yeah. But there's always, I wish that I would have been there, could have talked to my mother more often. I wanted to ask her so many questions. But again, that's that shoulda, woulda, coulda, right? So whilst you have time, make sure that you always, you keep your door open. You try and keep that communication open. Um, You never know when that door is going to shut. Now, I I am of the belief that okay, um, that all we do is walk through a veil. They can see us. Some of us can see them. After my sister passed away, like I was 9 years old and she was 7. Well, she was going to be 8 the next day. And anyways, she was hit by a motorcycle on the road. That day, and some of you may remember this, I've spoken about it several times, that I didn't know how to cope. I didn't know what to do. Nothing. No one came to comfort me. Nothing. Everybody else was just, I witnessed her death. But anyway, I remember walking up and down the sidewalk, and I had turned around, and there was this little tiny tree. It's like about this big around, the trunk. And I looked up, and here my sister stepped out from behind the tree, and she was absolutely radiant, absolutely beautiful, stunningly beautiful. She had like her whole dress, like she was covered with a veil, and her whole dress and everything, it was made out of spun light. That's the only thing I can think of. It radiated so much, but it didn't, like, it wasn't like you could see it in the sunlight. But in its own way, it was brighter than the sun without hurting you. And she stood there, and her face was so radiant. And I don't believe she spoke verbally, but she really kind of spoke in my mind. That she said that she was okay, everything was okay, not to worry about her, and that everything was going to work out, and that she would be waiting for me once it was my time. Little did I know my time would be so long ago, right? But anyway, and then it was like I don't know how long the interaction was, but it seemed like it took forever, and then it seemed like it was just milliseconds. And so anyway, then she kind of went back in behind the tree, and she was gone. And that's how I see life, as when we pass on, that we just enter another state of existence. Did I see my mother? No. Did I see my father, no. Did I see my husband? I can't say I did. However, I didn't see him, but I heard him in quotation marks. And he told me, because he didn't believe in anything. He didn't believe in anything. Right? There was no such thing. Well, yeah, okay, there's God, but you know, it was a non-existent person, right? So I heard him, and he told me, he said, Ava, you were right. You were right. You were absolutely right. And I think he said, I didn't believe you, but now I do, or something like that. But he did say that I was right, that everything I had told him was right about heaven and all of that. I never saw him. I don't think he was able to show himself. I think that his energy was so, it was so low that all he could do was say things in my mind. After that, that was it. Occasionally, I think that he's around. Oh, my ankle. Oh, my ankle. Oh, that's sore. Oh, that, they hear us. I know my sister is waiting for me. And when my time comes, I am just going to just be there, and that's it. And it's going to be a joyous occasion. So that's why I say nobody is lost. We didn't lose them. They have gone from being in a corporeal body to being in an etheric body, spirit body. They still exist, they still live on, just in another form. I believe it's, what is it? I don't know who said it. Newton? Not Fig Newton. Newton, the scientist, the mathematician, whatever, a physicist. Now, I could be wrong on who it was. Said nothing ever goes away. It just changes form. Something to that effect. I used to know it, but with my brain, that it's like you have water and you freeze that water and it turns into an ice cube. It's still water, but in a different form, right? So then you melt it, and then you put it in a kettle and you boil it, and it's steam, and the steam goes out. It still exists. It's just not something we can see. Am I driving y'all nuts? It's that's what I believe. That's what I believe. Our body passes away, but who we are never passes away. It just changes form. It's like having a cross stitch, right? And you got all these threads, right? The thread is here, but once you start putting it here, it starts to it takes a different form. The thread is all there. In the Bible, it says that Jesus is the potter and we are the clay. Right? So, and God isn't finished with us yet. He's not finished with me, anyways. I don't think he's ready for me in heaven yet. I'm going to be there saying, no, you got to do this. No, you got to do this. Missing all your knowledge and wonderful story. It's so sad for them. Thank you for sharing your experience with it. I really enjoy hearing about this topic. Yeah, I can't do anything, right? I can't do anything. My heart remains open to them. My door is open to them. I've never shut the door to them. Never. So, whenever they choose to come back into my life, they're welcome. If they don't, I can't do anything about that. I'm getting kind of a little teary-eyed. I can't do anything about that, right? That's not in my control. But do you think our pets cross over and are waiting for us? Yes, I do. And that's all you can do. Yes, absolutely. That's why they say they pass over the Rainbow Bridge. St. Francis is there. He's the caretaker of across the Rainbow Bridge. And they wait for us, just like others do. And we will meet them again. Absolutely. 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 I know a lot of people don't believe that animals have souls. Look in your animal's eyes. Just think about them and the emotions. They feel emotions. They feel pain. They feel sorrow, right? Like when Lilybell passed away and Jonah was all of a sudden alone. He didn't know what to do with himself. He also felt it when Sydney passed away. I know when I had my first Duxies, Max and Dudley, that when Max passed away, Dudley grieved. He grieved. He grieved. Like, you can't miss that. You look at any kind of an animal that has lived its life on the streets and is injured and all that. You look in their eyes and it's like they have no hope. How can you tell me that they don't have a soul? Now, if you don't believe they have a soul, that's your right. That's your prerogative. I believe they do. And I can't remember if what Buddhists? I think Buddhists, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going way back in time to when I studied all of this, that Buddhists believe that every creature has a soul. From that lowly mosquito that I don't mind swatting, up to elephants, humans, eagles, all have a soul. Now, are they souls like ours? No, not quite. But you cannot tell me that an animal that can experience pain and suffering and sadness and joy, like when Jonah comes in from outside, he's just all over me and he's just so happy to see me. And even though he's been outside for like 15 minutes, he comes in, he's so happy to see me. And he meows and goes around my legs. I mean, like, that's emotion, right? Love is an emotion. Just a minute, guys. I have to take my pills because you know it's 2 o'clock. So I got to take them. Oh, let's see if I can do this without it going the wrong way. Yeah, I made it. I made it. I made it. I made it. Now I get my little treat, my afternoon treat, which happens to be a turtle. Turtles. I indulge in one sweet treat in the afternoon. And whatever it is, a cookie or whatever. After I left the vets, when one of my beloved kitties passed over, I was driving home, and the most beautiful rainbow in the sky directly in front of me. It wasn't raining, nor had it rained. Yep, my dog definitely grieved when my other dog passed. That rainbow bridge brought me great comfort. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Sometimes it is that, well, they always say when cardinals appear, your loved ones are near. We don't get cardinals, we get the Blue Jays. So, yeah, I believe that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Even a porcupine, a skunk, a bat. These are different life forms. I cannot believe that God would create humans and only humans to have emotions. Why did he create animals? Why is it that they say that a dog was to be a man's companion when he was out alone to help, you know? I have all the ashes of all my pets, my fur babies. And when I pass over, they are all going, their ashes are all going in with mine. So, I know there are denominations that believe that um, our bodies will lay in the ground, and then in the last days, those bodies will lift up. Now, I don't believe that part. That's my personal belief, okay? Just remember that's my personal belief. But I do believe that we will all rise as spirits, as our souls. And we'll all be, we'll get and be reunited, but in the last days, right? I I I I have a hard time with the bodies, and they'll come out of the graves and all of that. No, no, that to me is too zombie like. So I've done a lot of studies on, you know, esoteric beliefs and um, other religions. Like I read the Egyptian Book of the Dead. I read the Tibetan Book of the Dead. I read um, I've read all kinds. I've never read the Quran. I don't think I want to. I never read the, let me see if I can say it right. Magata Barita. That's not right. Magata Abarita, something like that. Um, it's something like that. I can't remember. I used to know it. Again, that's my brain. I lose the words. But I've read I've read all kinds of, you know, things. And from native spiritual to the Aborigines in Australia to Tibetans, um, Shintoism. Um, some I didn't dabble in very much. I just wanted to read it. I always was interested in things, right? There's also Jewish, the Jewish traditions and that kind of thing. Um, I would read um, books from rabbis and listen to rabbis and that. So it always fascinated me. I'm always, that's the one thing that you will know about me is that I'm one, I want to know everything. You know, if there's something that comes across on TV, I go, what's that? What's that? And I'll quickly look it up, you know, or it's about something comes across Facebook or whatever, or I heard something, somebody was talking about it, or, you know, whatever it was. And I've always been I've always been interested in other cultures, other timelines, like civilizations, the Greek Mesopotamians, um, Romans. Was very interested in the um, medieval time period, Vikings, um, Tudor times. One I didn't really care for is Regency and Edwardian. They're the two that I really uh, like. I would watch things, right? Like I would watch what was on next, the Bridgertons, right? That was Regency period. I didn't like the 19 or 1860s with the big bell skirts and all that. I'm not fussy on that. And the Victorian age, you know. But then came the Edwardian age, and it's yeah, it's okay. I can take it or leave it, you know. So, but I really enjoy the older stuff. But then I've always been interested in archaeology and anthropology. I wanted to study that, but I was too much of a broken person to study that, to go to university. I was too broken at the time. Now, if I could go back, yeah, I'd do it. In a heartbeat, I would. Yep. I wouldn't let anybody stop me. And I would take courses, you know, because I'm always interested. Now, when I'm talking archaeology, I'm talking about ancient civilizations, you know, like um, go back, go back, Gobekli Tepe, the ancient Mayans, the people from Machu Picchu. I was always very interested in how things were done there, you know, the Egyptians. How did they build their buildings? How did they move all these stones? You know, I'm very much interested in um, ancient astronaut theory. You know, I would like Graham Hancock. Who else? I know there's a bunch of others that I would. I read Graham Hancock's book, Fingerprints of the Gods. My gosh, that book was that thick. And it's really like, oh, I can't even remember all the ones that I used to watch and read and what's his name? Oh my goodness, he was a some kind of scholar. He wrote The 12th Planet. Oh my goodness, I'll probably think of it after. Zachariah Stitchin. I read most of his books. I read a lot about, you know, the um, trying to think, here. Anyways, I've always been interested in that. My father was interested in UFOs. And I watch Mr. MBB 333 and Ancient Civilizations also. Yeah, it's fun, you know, like Easter Island. What happened on Easter Island? You know, how did these large Moai statues get to be built? You know, how on earth did they move them? How is it that the pyramids, like sacred geometry, right? There was a lot on that I read, sacred geometry. And, um, ley lines and things like that, and how, you know, places are the way that they are because of, right? It's, who was the other lady that I listened to? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Um, hmm, can't remember. I'm losing it. Um, but yeah, it's always been fascinating. Always, always been fascinating. Like, what were the pyramids made for? Why were they built? Why were the Nazca lines built? You know, how come it is that various civilizations around the world around the same time all had same figures and same, they would draw the same thing, all of them, and they didn't know about each other, right? They didn't know about each other. Like, they didn't, ancient Egyptians didn't know about the people on Easter Island. They didn't know about I'm trying to think, places in Peru and Brazil, I think, or Venezuela. I don't know, Chile, somewhere over there. You know, like, they didn't know about each other, and yet they had the same building techniques. They had the same, like, fitting these humongous stones and placing them. How did they cut them? You know, like, what about the pyramids? Why are the pyramids aligned to Seven Sisters? Can't remember. No, not the Big Dipper. Somewhere up there. To me, it's like Seven Sisters. They're aligned with. How did the I don't know who they were. Um, they were in Africa, and they believed in people came from the dog star. Aren't the pyramids aligned to the solstice? Yes and no. They were more aligned to these stars, to the three stars. And actually, the pyramid does not have four sides, it has 8 sides. Because they looked at it from up top, and they looked, and there is a little indentation in, so that one side has actually 2 facets. Why is that? Why is there the Grand Gallery, the Queen's Chamber? Why are things aligned in there? Some people believe that it was a water Um, it was something to do with water technology. Um, Linda Moulton Howe, that's who it was that I listened to her. I don't know if that woman's still alive, but she was really good. And, like, how did they do all that? They said that the pyramid, the Great Pyramid, was built in 20 years. They have proven that that is absolutely, that cannot be the case because were not enough people to be able to do that, to be able to build them. They didn't have enough energy. They didn't have the wheel. Well, they had the wheel on their chariots, but they didn't put it in with, like, to use it to help them. Like, there's so many instances from around the world. Like UFOs have been showing up all over the world. And like there were the Phoenix Lights, right? There was Rendlesham Forest. There was Roswell, of course. There was what is it? It was a place, Shag Harbor. There was that place. Okay, we'll talk to you next week. Machu Picchu. Yeah. Bye, Greta. Gretel. Keep wanting to call you Greta. Gretel. I hope I didn't bore you guys. Like, I get on all of this, and I love talking about it. I love it. So, please remember next Saturday there is a live. So many mysteries, and we may never get the answers. I hope the next life reveals all. We won't know all. We won't know everything when we get to the other side. Good night, Helen. Thank you for joining me on the live. We'll see you Saturday, hopefully. Yeah, so that's about it. It's boy, it's coming down heavier now. But they said it was coming, so have a nice evening, everyone. I'm leaving. My phone is almost out of ink from all the typing. Just kidding. Okay, Gretel. Apparently, no. You're right, Exie. You're absolutely right. But from what I've read, we will not know everything because God is God. He knows everything. And there are still lots of things that we will never know. Right? So, well, oh dear. I hope you enjoyed this live. It was interesting. I love talking about that stuff. It's just it's just so interesting. So he might be kind and answer some of his kids' pestering questions. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, thank you, Lynette. So after this, I'm going to get my PJs on. I am going to do the odd thing here, and then I'm going to sit down and see if I'm going to be talking with Carol and Christina. So, hopefully so. I'm just going to show you here where I am on my gnome. That's where I'm at. So, I don't know where I was working. Oh, down here. I was working on his boot and stuff. So, coming along. I'll probably get this done at some point, which will be nice. So I will be on again tomorrow, just for a regular video. And for those of you that enjoy listening to me talk, bye, Steph. Yes, Saturday. Saturday. You can go back and watch it again tomorrow. Anyway, I guess everybody's kind of leaving here now, so I think I'll wrap it up. So I'm going to go and get my PJs on, and I am going to work here on my Christmas rant. Okay, remember Saturday. I'll post it though. Okay? So, all right, everyone. Thank you so very much for joining me. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope you enjoyed the whip parade, kit parade, finish parade. Yeah, bye, Mandy. Thank you for coming. Yeah, so, anyways, I'm going to sign off here, and we'll see you on tomorrow's video. Toodaloos, everybody.